The Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hoppe and Super Rich. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.
All right, enough of this fruitcake party. So, I like to have ranges on the Hoppe and Super Show, Ryan. We go from playing Let's Go by Lil Jon to playing PIMP by 50 Cent. Then we played Michelle Branch, because I was listening to the Pop 2K and Sirius XM. They play all the classic hits from when we were kids, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, I like that one song played by Michelle Branch, whatever it was called. Yeah. And then Ryan's like, oh, my God, you have to play everywhere. I'm like, all right.
I like her. I think she's a really good artist. And I like her songs.
That's out now,
oh,
honestly.
Yeah.
It's just we have very classy range. We're not fruitcakes, we promise.
No, it's just a good song.
I'm kidding.
Don't let you think I'm a fruitcake for liking that one. It's a good song.
We are fruitcakes, though, because we're on the radio at 3:35 in the morning. And I saw this, Ryan, when I was looking for prep on the show. It says here, Arthur Blank helps announce Atlanta's new sports team in the Major League Soccer. And Atlanta's an awful, atrocious, Ryan, fan base as it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure how they're going to support this shenanigans. So what's going on with that?
Well, Atlanta will be home to a new Major League Soccer team. Boo. Yeah. And they'll be home to the newest franchise. The inaugural season in 2017, so still a couple years away, will coincide with the opening of the new Falcons Stadium.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Falcons were getting a new stadium. Maybe that'll
help. They don't really
their horrible
deserve
season.
one. They don't deserve one. Like, they don't have a good fan base. Matt Ryan's average. That town's a dump. They have really nothing good going for them. Like,
MLS Commissioner Don.
Agree with me? Like, you know,
yeah. MLS Commissioner Don Garber made the introduction to franchise owner Arthur Blank. It's a pleasure to welcome Atlanta to a Major League Soccer team. Can't wait for 2017. The 22nd franchise for Major League Soccer is rising up in Metro Atlanta. And
I bet they're going to just open this team up with open arms and be like, yes, we're going to have soccer in this town. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't give a crap about the Hawks, Ryan. They barely care about the Braves unless they make the playoffs. Then they're on the bandwagon.
Although the Atlanta Hawks had a really good win today over the Indiana Pacers.
I hope they just sweep the Pacers. That'd be hilarious.
That would be awesome because then the Bulls would play them next and the Bulls would kill them. So you'd walk right up to the Eastern Conference Finals to face Miami. It'd be fun. And here's Georgia State soccer player Washington Cafferata. I'm excited, ready to go, ready to be passionate and cheer it on to the max. Who cares?
Yeah, like this town's not going to care, man. Like the Hawks are in the playoffs, and I'm reading online at 29 Atlanta Sports Radio, they're not talking about it. They're talking about like baseball games, and that's not.
Well,
like,
the Atlanta Braves are good.
I know, but the Hawks just beat like the number one seed. No
yeah,
big deal.
well, that should be the number one story, you would think. Not that Justin Upton hit a home run.
Yippee-ki-yay! Like it's just. It seems like such a waste of money. Like you're trying to make soccer the number one sport in America, so that's the number one sport on this globe, because everywhere else in the world loves soccer. And like,
yeah, and I just can't stand it.
Me too. Like, why not put it in a town that would embrace it? Like it's
100. I mean, I think soccer's probably 1,000 times worse than hockey. Like it's just horrible.
Like, why wouldn't you maybe put it in a town that needs a sport team, like Roanoke, Virginia? Or anything, not
Roanoke, Virginia.
No, like Norfolk, Virginia.
Such a random town to pick. Norfolk, Virginia? Well, maybe.
Something that's like sort of a big town, like Norfolk, Oklahoma City. Like,
well,
why are you picking Atlanta?
People in Oklahoma City would care less about soccer than people in Atlanta, because people in Oklahoma City just care about the Thunder and that's it. Plus, they're in the middle of nowhere and nobody really cares about soccer.
Plus, they might like that there's a major league team there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Like, you have to put it in a town that would embrace it, like Omaha or Des Moines. Somewhere where it's a decent market and would make money. No one in Atlanta is going to care.
True.
Like, they're last in attendance in baseball, basketball, and football. They don't do well. Even when
are they last in attendance in all those sports?
Yeah, they don't do well. So why would they do well in soccer? No one goes into big markets like in the, what is it, the Red Wings or the Red Barons? What's the name of the New York?
The New York soccer team?
Yeah. Who cares?
Like, I know.
No one goes to Fire
I just know
games.
about the Chicago Fire, and I know.
No one cares.
Most people I know who like soccer don't like any of the MLS teams. MLS is like sort of a crappy league.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of likes the Premier League and other leagues.
All bandwagoners.
the teams in Spain.
Wayne Rooney.
I don't really care about soccer, but a soccer fan fest welcomed the news in downtown Atlanta. People of all ages pledged their support to the future team. "I've been playing this sport since I could barely walk," said GSU soccer player Tyler Prince. "I'm going to be at a ton of games." Yeah, I'm sure you are, you loser. With the Braves making a move to Cobb County, football and soccer will be a sporting draw in downtown Atlanta. Just this March, 70,000 soccer fans packed the Georgia Dome when Mexico played Nigeria.
Well, that's because they're playing good teams. It's because you're going there to watch legit talent.
You're going there to watch Mexico and Nigeria. Like that's, those are. I know Mexico probably has a good team,
and I bet Nigeria does too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's watch some white Americans kick the ball around as they keep having draws. I was watching Fox News today, like local Fox News, and
yeah.
What's her name? Diane Miller, the sports announcer. She's very good. I like to watch her reports. And she's like, it's the 6th draw in a row for the Fire. That they've had 6 draws in a row.
I hate
like
draws.
They haven't won a game yet.
Yeah, that's not
like
good.
Why can't you have something like in hockey where you have like a shootout or
so their record's like 0-6. Well, where does that put you in the standings? Does that make you better than people that have more losses than you, or does it make you worse than people that have more losses?
I'll check it right now.
That's what I want to know. Let's see. Here's another quote. "It was crazy. It was wild. It was a lot different than NFL or anything like that," said soccer fan Jason Sigmund.
Right now, the Fire are in 9th of 10th place. Woo!
Is that in the Eastern Conference?
They are 1, 6, and 10. Nice. No, they're 0-1-6.
0-1-6.
Woo!
At least they're drawing. I don't know. The new expansion team will share their new $1 billion stadium being constructed in downtown Atlanta with Arthur Blank's other football team, the Atlanta Falcons. But Wednesday, it was this football game that got all the attention. "All the Gold Cup games, the Mexico friendlies, it's about time we had a team," said soccer player and youth coach Derek Harvey.
Yawn.
"You don't have to wait until 2017 to see professional soccer in Atlanta. The Atlanta Silverbacks open their season Saturday at 7:30.
Oh, my God, I can't wait. Gotta watch some Silverbacks.
I'm going to get tickets. Going to go to Atlanta, get shot a couple times, see a soccer game, and then fly back home."
With like a broken arm and foot.
Yeah.
You're on crutches.
"I made it to the game.
I got the Silverbacks."
I just don't like soccer, and I don't really care.
So boring.
Yeah, and I mean Atlanta does have pretty good sports teams. I mean,
they just don't care.
The Atlanta Hawks have usually been pretty good.
They've made the playoffs 7 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean they've been. I mean, sure they haven't been high seeds in the playoffs, but they made it to the playoffs, and they've made it to the second round before. And you know, of course, they had Dominique Wilkins and everything, so they had some pretty good teams. And then the Atlanta Braves have been to the playoffs every year since like 1995. So I mean, they're usually,
pretty much besides 08.
Yeah, so I mean, they're doing really well.
And then they have like a decent quarterback in Matt Ryan.
Yeah, well, the Falcons were the best team in football not more than 2 years ago, right? And then
15-1, right?
Yeah, and then they sort of blew that too. So yeah, I
did
guess
they fire Mike Smith?
No, I don't think so.
What a moron. He's such an average coach.
You know who he looks like? Steve Martin. Looks exactly like Steve Martin.
He really does look like Steve Martin.
He does. He really does.
All right.
You
want to call the show and mock Atlanta? You ever been there? You like it? 630.
I've never been there, so
so
what I could be saying is wrong. I don't know.
847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. And portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger and more sensitive, uptight, annoying listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. Ryan, I just did that without reading the sheet. How impressive was that?
Pretty impressive. I know I still have to use the sheet.
So, what's going on with this rapper that tried to cut off his own penis?
Well, a rapper cuts off his home penis, jumps from North Hollywood building. Should be fun. A rapper linked to the Wu Tang Clan was injured early Wednesday after he apparently severed his penis and jumped from a North Hollywood apartment, Los Angeles police said. Andre Johnson, 40, who raps under... He's 40 years old. Who raps under the moniker Christ Bearer.
They've been around since...
I'm certain he's not a Christ Bearer if he cut off his penis. And the duo North Star was discovered about 12:45 a.m. with a self-inflicted wound to his genitalia. Sergeant William Mann confirmed.
Mann?
Mann said, well, because it has two N's, so I'm assuming it's not man. I'm going to say Mann instead. Make it more classy. Mon said Johnson had jumped from a second-story building in the 4500 block of Colfax Avenue. Johnson was taken to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Mon said. But the extent... Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
Yeah.
But the extent of his injuries was unknown. It was not immediately clear what triggered Johnson's actions. Probably drugs.
Probably suicidal. Probably is mad that no one has touched his junk in years. So he's like,
yeah, well, he is 40, so... According to the Wu Tang Clan's website, rapper RZA discovered the Long Beach-based North Star outside an L.A. radio station in 1998. On Tuesday, Johnson posted on Facebook and Twitter links to his new music video with rapper Rugged Monk.
Rugged Monk? He's my favorite, Ryan. I have all his albums. You know, like, who the hell is Rugged Monk?
I don't know.
I'm going to look him up, see what's going on with Rugged Monk.
Rugged Monk. Yeah, that was it for that story, by the way. Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. His one song is called Kill, Kill, Kill.
Nice person.
Let's just see what this is about. Very artsy. Looks like Adult Swim. I think it's from an Adult Swim
But
show.
it keeps saying about afros. It's saying...
It's from Adult Swim.
Oh. Afro Samurai. I got it now.
It's the theme song for Afro Samurai. It's aired on Adult Swim.
Is that a good show, Ryan? I know you're a big Adult
anime.
Swim fan.
I hate it.
Seems pretty dumb.
Yeah. I don't get into anime. And I'm really not into this awful rap song either.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to come back and talk about Denver police response to domestic violence. Call 16 minutes, and then the mom is shot to death. So once again, the police weren't that good at getting on the action. You know what I mean? Like, you would hope they would get there on time. You know what I mean? Like, you would hope they would make it. They didn't this time.
I'm hoping so.
It seems like when the cops don't need to pull you over, that's when they're there on time. But when they can't get on time for something, that's when the person dies. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to come back on the Hoppe and SuperRICH show. Where can people find you on Twitter?
You can follow me at Ryan StuprRICH, STUPRICH.
What's your website so people can check out your work?
Oh, yeah, you can check out my website, ryanstuprich.wordpress.com, ryanstuprich.wordpress.com.
You can call me, 847-866-WNUR.
Came to party, your girl was looking at me. She's a haggler, no, I'm not tagging her, but you don't want them boys to come over and start asking you what you want to do, what you trying to do.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.